Hi there, in this video, we'll explore how we can actually find a resulting working day after a certain number of elapsed working days. So we have an interesting example here. I have an event date, and then I want to calculate when this event organizer will be paid based on completion of 30 working days. So I have an example here, 19th April 2023. So that's where the workday function actually comes in to the mix. So let's use this function here. So it's called workday, and it has three parameters. The third one is optional. So we need to pass in the start date. In this case, it will be 19th of April 2023. There you go. And the total number of working days that you want to take into consideration. So let's go and select 30 days here. So the optional one, we will leave it for now because I'm going to find out without considering holidays. Only the weekends will be excluded. So based on the regional settings that you have in your computer, it's going to identify which weekends are included. So I mean, which days are included as weekends. So I'm here in Dubai. The weekends are Saturdays and Sundays. Okay. So let me just execute this function. There you go. So I'm getting 31st of May 2023. So it's not 30 days after 19th of April. It's 30 working days after 19th of April 2023. But then on the left hand side, I also have listed all the holidays here in the UAE, right? So for this particular year, 2023. And as I can see, for April specifically, there are 4 holidays that are coming in from the 20th of April uh, until the 23rd. So 4 days there, but it also includes a Saturday and Sunday. So that means we'll have 2 additional days that we will need to skip. So that means if you are going to calculate the payment date, it's going to be the 2nd of June. So let's see how that is going to work. So I'm just going to use the same function here, workday. Yeah, there you go. And then the start date, comma, the total number of days. Perfect. And then I can specify the holidays as a range. So let me just go in and select this entire range of holidays here. There you go. So based on what I can see, it should be the 2nd of June 2023. Perfect, because Saturday and Sunday are already included in the weekend. So it should only consider these 2 additional days. Okay, so that's how you would work with the workday function. But let's say you're not looking at this purely for the current location, but let's say you're looking at it for other locations as well. And you're not dependent on the regional settings of this particular computer. So instead, you could actually use the Workday International option. So let's see how that is going to work. So I'm going to get rid of these two values here. So this is basically another variant of the Workday function. So I have Workday International. So same thing, I have the start date and then the total number of work days that I want. And then I can specify the weekend using a set of codes here. So, it's specified like if it's Saturday, Sunday is your weekend, or Sunday, Monday is your weekend, or Fridays, or any specific days, you can go and specify that, right? So depending on where you are from. So let's say Friday and Saturday is weekends for you. So you can go in and provide that particular code. And if you don't want to specify holidays, you leave it as it is. And there you go, right? So that is how we can actually use the Workday International as well. So there is another way as well by which we can use the Workday International. So instead of providing these codes, you can actually provide a string. So you can actually provide 7 different values here. So now if you don't want to consider weekends at all, you can provide 7 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can provide 7 zeros. That means it doesn't consider any weekend, right? So the first day it will consider based on your regional settings. So if Monday is the first day of the week, the first zero considers Monday, right? So you provide zeros if you don't want to consider any weekends at all. So look at that. So it's exactly 30 days after 19th of April 2023. But now let's say if one of the days is a weekend. So let's say I'm considering Monday as a weekend or something, or only Sunday as a weekend. I can go in and change that number to 1, right? So I could do things like that. So if I just press enter now, I can see that it is considering only one particular day as a weekend, which is a Sunday. Okay, so this is another way by which you can work with Workday International. And then if you want to add the optional holidays, it's exactly the same. You just provide a range. Okay, perfect. So in the next video in the series, we'll be exploring the network days function.